So I started originally as an architectural conservator. I was one of ADAPT's first, or my company that I worked for, was one of ADAPT's first customers. So we purchased then 120 watts laser systems for the cleaning of a historic building in downtown Chicago, the Nickerson Mansion. So in that case, the building was constructed of Berea sandstone, and on the outside there was a thick black carbon crust that was, for the most part, industrial effluent from the Industrial Revolution, so wood and coal smoke pollution. So we used a laser to remove that material from the outside of the stone. With a process like that, we're taking that carbon off, and then that carbon needs to be removed and then again evacuated. And then it sort of runs the gamut. I mean, so we do everything from oxide removal for joining preparation, say weld or brazing preparation. We do coating removal from aircraft and military assets, so we remove whatever those extant coatings are. Often it's a mix between coatings and corrosion, so we take that from the surface so that those substrates can be maintained properly. What's interesting is that we applied the same sort of process to a number of different things. So sometimes we encounter, the joke here is always that we sound a little bit idiotic if we encounter applications that we've never heard of before, and there are many. Often we'll get engineers or chemists that call and they say, hey, can you remove X chemical or X material, and it's something that we've never encountered before. And so our approach is always very basic. We go back to the beginning, sort of back into the problem, and see if we can't remove it. Because there are a lot of situations where we wound up being able to do something that we didn't think that we were able to do. Say, for instance, activating composite materials. That's something that we thought that it would be very difficult, and it wound up being extremely successful. I think it's always entering new markets that's the exciting part. We're seeing a lot of growth in nuclear decontamination, the PVD industry, that's growing for us. The Department of Defense continues to be exciting. There's a lot to do, pretty much everywhere.